This video and the fall TV takeover are brought to you by PayPal, the simple and safe way to spend, send, and receive money. Download the app today. Rick Grimes missed out on a lot while he was in his coma. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments from Fear the Walking Dead.
His family alone. Wolf comes to the door.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're focusing on the most shocking, revealing, and epic moments from the first 3 seasons of this dramatic and action-packed companion show to The Walking Dead. Therefore, as you might have guessed, a spoiler alert is now in effect.
These are people here.
2.
These are our people. Okay?
2.
She just wants her mom.
Number 10, Calvin's death.
Whoa.
Waking up to the zombie apocalypse would make anyone think they were going crazy. Junkie Nick's first reaction is to pay his drug dealer a visit, convinced that his stuff was laced with a powerful hallucinogen. In a fight, Nick accidentally shoots Calvin and confesses what he's done to his mom Madison and her boyfriend Travis. Nick takes them to the scene, and they are shocked to find Calvin alive. Or is he? They try to help him, but Calvin attacks them and will not stay dead. This is their first real interaction with the dead, and it forces them to accept that what's been making people sick is more than just a virus.
Jesus, what is it? Watch out, Travis!
Calvin! Number 9, the Riot. As what's believed to be a deadly virus spreads across Los Angeles, Travis, his ex-wife Liza, and son Chris get caught in a riot and decide to hole up in a barber shop owned by the Salazars until it passes. As the danger outside begins to force its way in, both families decide to leave together. Outside, they find an all-out war of police versus looters versus zombies. In the escape, a scaffolding falls on Griselda Salazar, and she has to be carried the rest of the way by Travis. A moment that seals a reluctant yet mutually beneficial bond between the two families.
Stop! Right now! On the ground!
Number 8, Travis avenges Chris.
Tell me what happened. What did you do?
Travis was completely broken after being unable to save Chris from the dark path he was going down, and from watching his son drive away with his new friends Brandon and Derek. When Brandon and Derek show up at the Rosarito Beach Hotel without Chris, the usually composed and contemplative Travis begins to lose his cool. He locks the two in a room and interrogates them about what really happened.
Tell me the truth.
Travis! Please! Get the keys! Get the goddamn keys!
They confess that after the teen was badly injured during a car accident, they killed him. Travis completely loses himself and attacks them, savagely beating Brandon and Derek to death. Number 7, Daniel tortures Andrew.
Hey, look, I'm an open book. I'll tell you whatever you want.
As the so-called virus continues to spread, the National Guard assumes occupation over a safe zone. After Nick and Griselda are taken away to be treated at an army base, Madison and Daniel Salazar become suspicious of the Guard's true motives. Daniel captures Guardsman Andrew and tortures him for information, revealing secrets about his own dark past.
I'd never seen him turn that fast before. All those people, 2,000 of them.
While there are objections, Madison doesn't try to change Daniel's belief that it needs to be done. This isn't the first time the families have been divided, but a deep schism begins to form as they disagree on what might be necessary to survive in this new world.
Do you think she will understand that it was necessary then?
Number 6, Madison and Tobias escape the school.
That's what they don't get. When civilization ends, it ends fast.
They're gonna contain it.
Although she doesn't fully understand what's happening yet, Madison knows that she has to pack up her family and get the hell out of town. She sneaks into the high school in search of drugs so that Nick can be weaned off his addiction properly. While there, she runs into her student Tobias, and the two gather what they can. Unfortunately, on their way out, the school principal attacks them.
Stop. I'm gonna get you help, okay? We'll get you. No, stop!
Not Not wanting to believe he's turned, Madison tries to reason with him, but Tobias already knows better, and he saves her. This scene foreshadows what's to come, as the threat creeps closer to home and Madison is ultimately forced to kill one of her friends. Number 5. Madison puts a spoon in Troy's eye.
What about Travis?
Our resources are limited.
Is he alive?
Finding themselves locked in a room on an army base, separated yet again from the rest of their family, Madison and Alicia waste no time hatching their escape plan. When the devious Troy Otto re-enters the room, Madison attacks him. As he begins to gain the upper hand in the fight, she reaches for the most unlikely weapon, a spoon. She jams it into Troy's eye and demands he take her to her family, or else. With this action, Madison asserts her dominance in this new environment. While Madison might have been more hesitant before, she sheds all layers of uncertainty and takes control of the situation.
Alicia, go find a vehicle that works. I'll find Travis. I'll come to you. Stop moving!
Number 4. Strand cuts the rope.
Are they all there?
Yes, there's more.
What?
Victor Strand definitely sets the standard for what it takes to survive. Escaping Los Angeles on the yacht known as the Abigail, the families had to play by his rules, taking ruthless measures to ensure their own survival. While dropping anchor to collect supplies from the plane wreckage, they come across a woman who helps them escape the infested island. They bring Alex and her severely injured companion Jake back to the Abigail, where Strand refuses to let them board.
They're a liability.
Hold
the
on.
boy's sick. He'll turn.
He'll turn if we don't help him.
Madison, please.
Fine. They won't come to Mexico. They just need some medicine, a place to stay for the night. Look at him. He's dying.
The family is again divided as Alicia argues they should let the interlopers on board, but not everyone agrees. Travis suggests towing their raft, and Strand reluctantly lets them do it, until he cuts the raft loose later that night.
What are you doing? Strand. No!
Number 3. Opening sequence. If you thought Rick Grimes woke up in hell on earth, try being Nick Clark. Waking up from a drugged-up stupor, alone in a church, Nick looks for Gloria and comes across a gruesome scene. Blood covers the floor, and bodies are scattered everywhere.
We gotta go.
Nick finds Gloria and tries to get her to leave with him, but as he approaches, she turns to him with dead eyes and a mouth full of flesh. Terrified, he flees the scene as fast as he can before getting hit by a car. The opening sequence of this show couldn't be more emblematic of what to expect from then on. A world suddenly thrown into chaos. Number 2. Liza reveals she's been infected.
I'm not gonna let you do it, Liza.
I've seen it. I've seen what it does.
After fighting their way out of the military compound and reaching Strand's house, Liza brings Madison down by the water and shows her that she was bitten during the escape. Liza asks Madison, from one mother to another, to be the one to end her. She doesn't want Travis to do it, and she doesn't want Chris to see her turn. Travis walks in on this conversation and does the unfortunate job himself. These final moments of the Season 1 finale foreshadow the tone going forward, as the family must accept that the only coming back from infection is as the Walking Dead. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Trav. Leave him, Trav. Leave him.
Morning, Susan.
Number 1. Travis dies.
You'll see him soon.
Travis was the conscience of the extended blended family, which makes his death all the more tragic. As the world descended into madness, he always held out hope that they could get back to some semblance of normalcy. It seemed all that optimism was about to pay off, as the family is reunited on their way to a new home. Then their helicopter is suddenly berated with bullets, and Travis gets shot. His death is not just a major loss for the family, it also symbolizes the complete loss of hope of the world returning to what it once was. This video and the fall TV takeover are brought to you by PayPal, the simple and safe way to spend, send, and receive money. Download the app today.